The Frankford Arsenal Universal Bullet Seating Die, right now on Pirate Firearms and Reloading. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Frankford Arsenal Universal Bullet Seating Die. So this is for rifle bullets. And it's designed to work with your VLD type bullets as well. So this is an all-in-one seating die. Has a micrometer on the front of it, so you basically just dial it in the same every time. And it works from calibers from 224, which is like your 223 Remingtons and that, all the way up to 338. So nice little packaging, tells you the basic information. You get this really cool little case, nice to keep your seating dies all secured away, and it looks like that. So you have different, your different calibers here. In terms of a collet, you have seating stems, and there's already one in the seating die, and that's already set up for doing 308. So we're going to set this guy up today in my single stage press. First and most important thing today is I've got to set it up for 6.5. So here is the die body itself, and you'll notice this big cutout too. I'll show you this in a second. That actually allows you to drop the projectile into the seating die instead of trying to hold it on the case mouth. That'll become really good with like a flat base bullet. Boat tail bullets don't require as much effort to try and get them aligned. But here we go. So we're going to pull the die apart. So unscrew off the micrometer cap, just like that. We'll set that guy to the side. Now inside here, there's a few components. And I'm just going to loosely spin this in here. To hold it all in place. So they're referring to this little guy here as the bullet alignment sleeve, and as you can see, they're nicely marked with a caliber size. So I am going to take out 308, and I'm obviously going to put in 264. Now I want to show you what makes this quite unique. You have a O-ring here in the groove when it focuses, and that is attached to a little bar on the inside. See the little silver bar? That stops when you drop a bullet in from the top. That stops the bullet from dropping all the way through. But because it's only with the tension of that O-ring, when you actually retract the completed case after it's seated through, the bullet will actually come all the way through this little alignment sleeve. So that's a neat feature, holds your projectile in perfect alignment with your case. Inside here you do have a little spacer ring. You have a spring which allows this to automatically retract, and you have your seating stems. Now there's 3 different length and 3 different size seating stems, this being the larger sort of 308 and up seating stem. It is also the shortest seating stem. Today for 6.5, I am going to use the middle sized seating stem, and I'm doing that purely because this Burger VLD style bullet fits in there the nicest when that focuses. Okay, so I got my 264 sleeve, so I'm going to drop that into the die body like that. Next goes in the spacer. Now it does have one recessed side for the spring to sit in, so that must face up. So we're going to place that in there, and I'm just going to place the spring over the seating stem and place that in the die, just like that. So that holds your seating stem in there and allows a little bit of movement. Now what we're going to do is put the micrometer cap back on. And what they recommend doing for the setup of the die is dialing this micrometer cap all the way down to the 5. So it must be at least 3 complete turns into the press. Now I have got this into the Lee quick change bushing system. So now what we're going to do is take a complete case. Sorry, I rephrase that. A case ready to charge. We're going to drop a bullet into the cutout window, which I think is probably the nicest feature of this, or the one I'm most looking forward to anyway. And then it says to run the ram up. So you're going to keep going until it just seats the projectile. So that didn't work either. So we're going to go again. Oh, felt some resistance there. No, it didn't work. One more. So unlike most dies, you do want to set it up in a particular orientation so it keeps the window in the correct place. So we're going to back out that lock ring again. We're going to go another complete turn. No, that didn't seat. Another one. Oh, yep, I just felt that start to seat. Yes, it started to seat the bullet, so that's perfect. So I'm going to thread it in another couple of turns here, and we're just going to get this close. Right, so I'm looking for 2.9 inches as my overall, and according to my measurement station over there, we're looking right now at 2.908. So I'm going to lock this die up now, and we're going to do that with a 3/32 Allen key, and that will lock that lock ring into position. There we go. Right. So that's going to ensure that the die stays in the correct place. Now, I am currently 1/8 thou over my target length. So I'm going to look at my scale here. We're going 5 thou in, 6, 7, 8. So, all things being perfect in this world, this will now seat my projectile another 1/8 thou. And we have 2.8995. I'm not going to complain about that one. So now I've got my die set up exactly for that. So now I'm going to take my micrometer reading, which is 5 and then 10 thou on the dial. So for argument's sake, I am going to just take a photo of these for each of my loaded cartridges and basically just refer to the photo every time. You can write it down too, absolutely, just as long as your numbering convention is consistent. So I'm going to load another one now. So put the case in there. We are going to drop the projectile into the little window. It's now holding the projectile in place. I'm going to bring this up. We're just going to make sure the projectile enters the seating stem. And just like that, we have a seated bullet. So with the shape of these bullets, you just kind of want to drop them in there and they'll naturally sort of align themselves. It's obviously important when you come up on the ram that you make sure they are going to enter the seating sleeve. Right, so I've got my adjustment all set up in here. What I'm going to do, grab the old phone, and I'm just going to snap a photo. All right, so this die is really nice to use. I love the fact that I can just get a case, drop a projectile in the top. I find with these guys, you do want to center them up a little bit. It's probably just the sleek design of the bullet here. It does seem to draw it over a little bit when it comes in contact with the seating stem. Nice firm push up, hear that spring return the seating stem back into its place, and a quick measurement for consistency, and we are bang on. Very, very happy with the way that gives me a great result. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and load 3 more in this particular seating depth, and then my next seating depth is 20 thou shorter. So you can still place your projectile onto the neck of the case like I just did if you like, and that will achieve the exact same result. When we're talking about these like VLD, these long, sleek, 6.5 Creedmoor style bullets, being able to drop the projectile in the top is very nice. They're a little tricky to handle sometimes. Oh, guy will not, oh dear. Play ball, there we go. I am getting still used to this die as well, but it is nice to be able to just pop the projectile in there. You don't have to worry about knocking the case over like while you're trying to hold it in place as you run the ram up, all those little things like that. So I'm just going to try and induce a failure here. So we just completely missed the seating stem. So that's not going to work. So that's something you are going to have to be a little bit careful on with these long, sleek bullets. I imagine a shorter bullet, you're not going to have that same trouble. Right, so now we need to make my next case overall length 20 thou shorter. So I'm currently on the 15 reading. So I'm simply going to 25, 35, just like that. So now, what I'm going to do, exact same process, drop my bullet in. If you sort of really drop them in, they tend to center themselves a little bit better in the die too. Yep, that one's going to work perfectly. The good thing about this collar is it is keeping the projectile in perfect alignment with the neck of the case. And that's something that's going to increase your consistency. And just like that, we're 20 thou shorter. So folks, that is the simplicity of having a micrometer adjusting die. To be able to have one that's universal, so I don't have to buy micrometer after micrometer after micrometer, is a very nice way of doing things. This die is not ridiculously expensive. There's definitely more expensive dies on the market, but the sheer fact this replaces all my seating dies at this point. On certain things like that I load through my turret press, I'm not going to bother changing around the dies, they'll just stay there. But for anything I'm doing for precision on single stage, this is definitely going to be the seating die. And I'm just going to add an extra column to my reloading logbook, and that's going to give me a setting on this die. So every time I come back, I can dial it to the same setting on here with the same collar, with the same seating stem, and return to the exact same overall length of case. My other previous setting dies, I've been using Lee ones. They're awesome, but I've always had to modify the seating stem or the seating plug to fit some of the VLD bullets I shoot. This, I haven't had to worry. So that is a really, really nice product. Very nice finish as well, I have to say. Love the fact that it's all in one case. I put that away in my reloading drawer. I'm loading, say, 308 tomorrow. No worries, spin that knob back out, change my stem and change them out. Way I go. Really nice die from Frankford Arsenal. Definitely one that's going to be added to my reloading process for the foreseeable future. One die kind of does it all. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Helps out the channel immensely. Don't forget to like and share it with your buddies. And until next time, happy shooting.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Catch you next time.